I'm going to get a fair bit of heat from this video, but you know what? I think it needs to be told. China's EV scandal, it shows just how easy it was to cheat the system. Now, Europe said that Chinese EV companies, some of them were getting big subsidies from the Chinese government just to sell cars in Europe. They sold a car. If they sold a car in Europe and, it was actually sold there, they'd get paid out a lot of money. Now, no one knew this when it happened, and I think there was a little bit of questioning about this situation. But here's the thing. Unfortunately, the subsidy system in China is it was kind of wild. A Chinese audit revealed that 121 million US dollars in EV subsidies was given to companies that didn't even qualify. BYD and Chery received millions of dollars for vehicles that failed to meet the requirements. And, well, China's government hasn't confirmed what they're going to do about this, but I can tell you right now, they're not happy. They're already not happy with BYD. They're saying BYD, they had a meeting with BYD and other big car companies in China. And other companies said, BYD, you're destroying the automotive industry. Literally, that's what they said. And I've in person spoken to some of these executives that work at car brands in China. They've told me that they are pissed off, that they think that this situation is created predominantly by BYD and it's damaging the entire automotive industry. They are very much against what's been happening. And this is kind of adding fuel to the fire. Now, China's electric vehicle industry has seen huge growth in recent years. A lot of that momentum has been fueled by generous government incentives. Now, I personally don't have a problem with government incentives. I think this has always been the case. It's been the case for the US car market, for the European car market. But I don't like it when companies take advantage of this kind of in order to cook the books and get more subsidies. This support has helped China become and establish as the global EV powerhouse, and they undoubtedly are. The best EVs in the world are made, most of them are made in China. But a lot of these subsidies haven't been fairly or properly claimed. Now, $230 billion has gone into the EV industry, a study has recently found. I would say it's probably a lot more than that, but at least $230 billion we know has gone to the EV industry. I think that's probably a good thing. Guys, honestly, the truth is, if you live in a city, you're breathing in toxic fumes from gasoline-powered vehicles, diesel-powered vehicles, and if you get an EV, then that's going to help. I mean, if your city converts to EVs only, your chances of getting cancer are much lower, right? All this inflammation being caused by these fumes is toxic. So you have to consider the total picture here when you say, well, is the Chinese companies taking over the automotive industry? Is it a bad thing because they're taking over jobs from the West? That's true. But they're probably also going to save our bacon, save our health to some degree. Some of the country's biggest names in the EV space, though, including BYD and Chery, have received funds they were not entitled to. An audit of China's EV subsidy program covering the years 2016 through to 2020 uncovered that at least $121 million at current exchange rates was distributed to automakers that didn't meet the qualifying criteria. Chery, for instance, claimed $33 million US dollars for 8,900 electric and hybrid vehicles that were not eligible for the subsidy. Now, guys, there's YouTubers in China, I don't know if they really live in China, but they look Chinese and they speak Chinese, saying that actually this scandal is way bigger and way worse than what the media has reported on, saying that one particular company is cooking the books and they aren't selling the EVs they're saying they are. They're lying about a lot of the sales they're getting. I haven't done a video on this because I can't actually prove that this is true, but I'm just telling you what they're saying. People have sent me email after email after email saying, look at this, look at this, look at this. And the reason I haven't talked about this is because I just don't know if this is correct. But these kind of issues do make you question. They do make you wonder. China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology has revealed that around 20 million worth of subsidies were provided to BYD for just 5,000 cars, well, in fact, 4,900 cars. Well, we don't know if these subsidies had to be returned to the authorities or if the excess payments were deducted from recent payments, as Bloomberg said. Bloomberg is saying the Chinese government know about this and they've basically taken this money back from these car companies. China launched its EV subsidy program in the early 2010s. Well, way before everyone else kind of got into this, which was really smart. They provided as much as $8,400 US per car, massive subsidies. This rebate was paid in bulk to manufacturers who could then use the discount to slash prices for customers. As it turns out, the program was rife for scams. And in 2016 alone, it's reported that dozens of companies, dozens of brands, fraudulently claimed about $1.3 billion in subsidies. I mean, wild amounts of money here. Unfortunately, the truth is that there's been a scandal recently saying a lot of manufacturers are still claiming these subsidies by saying these cars are sold, but they're not actually, and then reselling them as used vehicles on the used car market. There's a lot of kind of underhand stuff going on, according to media reports. Government officials are keeping a watchful eye on the local EV market now and trying to get on top of this. They obviously don't like being scammed. Car brands have been urged to stop the ongoing price war and to stop using shady sales targets to boost volumes. It was recently revealed that many companies are providing new dealers to traders and dealers in, or new cars to traders and dealers in bulk, who then register the cars so the brands can record them as sales. These vehicles then hit the market as zero mileage used cars. And this is happening. We just don't know how many cars this is being done with. And so potentially that's one of the reasons why BYD dealerships have massive oversupply of cars. Like they're just, many of them are saying, we can't take all these cars. The car parks are full. So that's what's been happening. Is BYD still successful this year? I mean, are their sales numbers bogus? No, I mean, we don't know how many of these sales are happening, in the used car market. And how many cars are sitting around, no one knows. That's the truth. I think BYD's actually had a successful year. But of course, their sales targets are very aggressive. They want to sell 5 million cars this year, more than that, in fact. And to hit those numbers, they feel probably under pressure. They feel like they've got to do some of this stuff, which isn't good. BYD makes great cars. They're still got a very good brand. But I feel like they're kind of trashing the brand a little bit by doing this stuff. It's kind of hurting the brand. Negative media goes out, and then BYD responds to this negative media by saying they're going to sue influencers and YouTubers and whatever, and they are doing this. They have a list apparently of 175 people that are on, I think I'm probably on the list, that they are monitoring to see if they say things that they can be sued for. So it's a situation that I don't think needs, this whole thing, all this stuff going on lately, I don't think any of this needs to happen. BYD make great cars. They're a great company that's doing some things that are kind of Nissan-like. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching.